guys, it's your girl Ren. Welcome to my channel. So tonight I'm just going to be doing a very short video, and I was led to do this video because a lot of times when I am either at the hospital or when I am in the health center, I tend to get a lot of questions, or mothers tend to always ask me, how I swaddled the baby, right? So at the end of the video, I will have a live demonstration with a live baby, and I'll be swaddling that baby so that you can see my techniques, well, two of my techniques on how I swaddle a baby. So essentially, swaddling it involves wrapping a baby in a blanket and with the baby's head peeking out or the baby's head left out. And swaddling essentially imitates or mimics the womb that the baby is coming from. And when the baby is in the womb, the baby is warm, the baby is comfortable, and the baby feels a sense of security, right? So in swaddling the baby, we're basically mimicking the womb. All right, so when the baby is born with a reflex called the startling reflex or the Moore reflex. And you will, if you're observant, you will realize that when babies or newborns, when they hear a loud noise, or if the door is shut or them hear a loud noise, or even sometimes when they're sleeping, you notice that they'll do something like this, or this, and that is the startling reflex. And it is normal for them to do it because it is one of their reflexes. Babies have more than one reflexes, and that happens to just be one of the reflexes of the baby. So when we swaddle a baby, we're wrapping the baby, we're restricting the limbs of the baby, and in turn we're basically restricting the Moore reflex. So the startling reflex or the Moore reflex, it may wake up a baby from sleep. So if the baby hears a loud noise, or if a door closes, or anything like that, and the baby does something like this, then that baby can wake up, more than likely will wake up. So with everything that we do, we have to think about safety first, right? So is swaddling safe? Swaddling is safe once it is done correctly. When I say correctly, I mean you cannot wrap the baby too tightly in the blanket, because if you wrap the baby too tightly, not only can it affect the baby's respiratory process, baby may not be able to breathe freely and properly if you wrap the baby too tightly in the blanket. It can also be dangerous if you bundle the baby in too many layers of blanket, so you can cause overheating, right? And we don't want to cause that. Yes, we want to provide warmth by swaddling, but especially on warmer days, you don't want to be wrapping the baby, bundling the baby up in 3 different layers of this thick blanket, and the baby getting very warm, and so that can be not safe. It's also not safe when you continue to swaddle the baby when the baby reaches a stage where he or she can roll over on the stomach or the tummy. So once you realize that your baby can roll over on his or her tummy, you wouldn't want to be swaddling that baby, because guess what, you might swaddle the baby, and when the baby roll over, the swaddling that you did can become loose, and the same blanket that you use can help to suffocate the baby. So you really don't want to be swaddling a baby who is at a stage where he or she can roll over on their stomach, right? So as we said, with all things we have to think about safety. So benefits of swaddling. So as I mentioned before, it imitates the womb. So baby will feel warm, baby will feel safe, and baby will feel secure when swaddled. So that's a benefit of swaddling. It also soothes the baby, especially a baby who probably has like colic, or a baby who is fussy. It can help to calm the baby down, create that sense of calmness, that soothing feeling. Yes, so that is another benefit. It also supports preterm babies. So some babies are born prematurely, and because they're so small, and they will need extra warmth. Swaddling also benefits that type of baby, the premature babies. Also, for mothers who are breastfeeding, when they swaddle the baby while breastfeeding, sometimes when babies are breastfeeding, them tend to move up a lot, and sometimes they're fussy. But you see, when you swaddle the baby and the baby is restricted somewhat, and the baby is soothed and comfortable, and not being able to move a lot and being fussy, it tends to give the mommy a little bit more confidence, knowing that yes, the baby is getting enough breast milk, and the mother tends to want to even do more breastfeeding. So swaddling is good when breastfeeding. That is also a benefit. I had touched on it before about some of the risks of swaddling, but I'm just going to regurgitate that. Some of the risks of swaddling is if you wrap the baby too tightly. If you wrap the baby too tightly, it can restrict airflow, right? So you don't want to wrap the baby too tightly, because this can lead to breathing issues, right? Also, we had spoken about overheating. You don't want to wrap a baby in too many layers of blankets, because this can cause a baby to be too warm, and we don't want that, right? So basically we covered what is swaddling, the benefits of swaddling, and the risk of swaddling. So we are going to go now into the live demonstration of how I swaddle a baby. And bear with me, the blanket that I used, it's not the correct blanket. I use a receiver, and it's not the correct size that we used to do swaddling. It was a little bit too short, so but I did it basically so that you could see the concept of what I wanted to bring across. So just continue watching, and you will see the physical demonstration of how to swaddle a baby. guys, so we're at the end of another video. I hope this video was helpful and informative, and as usual, just I ask you to make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Yes, please share the video because you don't know who may be able to benefit from it. So until next time, peace out, love you, stay safe, see you in the next video.